So I'll just go over the hip escape or the shrimp as well really, really quickly. So we all know what a hip escape is. It's probably like your first day thing. You teach like, oh, this kind of thing, right? That was a shitty hip escape, by the way. So again, it's just a hip movement, right? So again, if Owen's close the distance, he's past here, I'm on my side or whatever, I want to create space for us because again, if he had his grips, he's closed the distance, he's changing the level, I have no space, right? So go back 1 second. So commonly when we hip escape, you're looking to move your hips up to where your shoulder line is. So if my arms are here, right, I want to get my hip up to here, ideally further if I can. So if you can do one leg or two leg, whatever you want to, but if you do this, like it's not ideal. Like my hip it's high. So a nice little tip is if you just split your leg out a little bit, because if your base is here, if it's out here, you're gonna get nowhere close as possible to your butt, angled as much as possible. So if you see my shoulder lines here, like I can move quite a big chunk of my hip. And again, it's the same thing, right? He's closed the distance on me. I framed him up like this, right? The further out I can create that distance again. So I can put my legs back in the way. And again, it might be a scenario where, he comes to the side and I wasn't able to scoot in time. I'm here, so I'm gonna frame as far out as possible. You can do one or two legs. It's usually better to just do one because you can start trying to protect yourself with this as a frame. But the more I step back and off the side, create that space, right? Swing back around. I'm kind of transitioned from a seated to a supine position, and my legs are back between us, right? If he gives me space, I can always sit back up. And again, guard retention is just largely flowing between those three positions: the seated, the supine, and the turtle position we'll go over.